Andrew, what was your other big takeaway from Week 10 of the National Football League? Obviously, there's some games. Minnesota and Buffalo has been on the top as maybe one of the games of the year. But is there any big takeaways that you see from Week 10 that you just keep saying, wow, I can't believe this?
Well, obviously, you mentioned Buffalo, Minnesota, game of the year, but just so funky with the way things went.
Right.
And who knows, Josh Allen, God, it's hard to know what he is right now. And if it's injury or just even the game they won against the Packers hit some throws that were like weird. And then last week and this week, it's just weird. I think the story no one's really talking about, which, our Super Bowl champions are dead.
Yes.
That should be the headline of all, but it's like way down the list. I understand Stafford's hurt, but wow. I don't see a path for them to make the playoffs.
But you're a former executive, and everyone saw last year, and it was on all the T-shirts, right? F them picks. The Rams are all in. They went and got Odell Beckham and Von Miller. The Rams are all in. They won the Super Bowl. They accomplished their feat, but it's at what reward or at what risk do you have? Which is this year they're a much depleted roster. They don't have the same depth that they had before. Obviously, they have their frontline guys, but they don't have that now added depth that also left a lot in free agency. So when you look at the F them picks mentality, you still won, but you look at what now the future looks like. You sat in those rooms. Is this one of the reasons why teams stay away from trying to give up a lot of that draft capital?
Yeah, and again, just like I talked about before, not popular with fans.
Right.
Fans want the let's do it now, and I'm from the Packers, of course. We're the more draft and develop team. But, yeah, I get it, but it's just such a thin line. Like, what if last year, I think it was the guy on the Niners, Tart of safety.
Yes.
What if he held on to the interception? Then we're not talking about the Rams as Super Bowl champions. And even if you look at it from that point of view, was it worth it to F those picks and go for it the way they did? And then they come back this year, they re-up Stafford, they re-up Donald, they re-up Kupp, big money deals, push out more and more cap, have less and less picks. I never agreed with it, and I know I was shouted down because they won a Super Bowl, but it's a tough way to have sustained success, and now we're seeing it because you just said it. They're not a deep team, and everyone gets injured. Everyone has injuries. So when you're not deep, you're going to suffer. Sure, Jalen Ramsey's great. Aaron Donald's great. Cooper Kupp, great. But very shallow team. And how do you get depth on a team? You have draft picks. That's how you get depth. And they're just not doing it.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.